Jesus.
I've been paying pretty close attention to you, sir. And
Glory.
I don't remember you ever being hungry.
Jesus.
I don't remember seeing you thirsty. Lord, I don't remember you ever going to prison. When did we fail to do these things? He said, as you've done it unto one of the least of these.
That's right. Amen.
You've done it unto me.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to work to lift Jesus up.
Oh, yeah.
We got to reach out to the least of these. We got to reach out to the lost. And we got to let them know that there is a God somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to do it, you got to work. And you got to work while it's day. Because the night is coming when no man can work.
Yeah.
If you want to lift Jesus up, you got to go to work.
Yeah.
You got to get dirty every now and then. Roll up your sleeves and help somebody along the way. If you want to lift Jesus up, you got to work.
Yeah.
That's not always sitting looking pretty and dignified. Got to get sweaty. Got to let that dew go for a little while.
Yeah.
Let that mascara run for a little while. You got to work. Somebody needs your helping hand. You got to work if you want to lift Jesus up. And he said, as you've done it unto one of the least of these, you've done it unto me. Y'all gonna pray with me? I wonder who gonna help me lift Jesus up. I believe somebody gonna help me before it's all over.
Oh, yeah.
The second thing you got to do in addition to working is you got to witness. To witness means you got to testify of what you've seen and what you've heard or experienced in your life. Now, you're not going to testify what somebody told you. That's not a credible testimony. That's hearsay. But if you're going to really lift Jesus up, you got to testify of what he's done in your life.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
What you've seen him do in the lives of others. Our witness, our testimony, in order to be credible, has to be what we've experienced ourselves. We lift Jesus up when we testify what we have personally experienced in our own lives. I should point out that for one's testimony to be credible, it must be in a manner that is coincides with what they do. Let me see if I can break that down for you. You can testify all day long about how good God is. But if you live any kind of way, ain't nobody gonna believe your testimony. Let me make it this way. You can testify that the Lord delivered you from alcoholism, from drug addiction. But it's gonna be difficult for anybody to believe your testimony if they always see you sneaking in the bootlegger's door.
All right.
They always see you over at the crack house. You can testify all you want to that God healed your body. But it's going to be difficult for them to really believe that thing if every time they ask you how you doing, you got some kind of ache and pain. How you doing today? Well, I'm not feeling so good. And every time they see you, you're complaining about how you feel. You can say that God has been good to you, and you can testify that he saved you from sin and damnation. You can say the Lord delivered me from sexual promiscuity. Y'all know what that is? That's a big word, but that means running around. But ain't nobody gonna believe you if they always see you sneaking around at night from this house to that house. If you want to really give a testimony that's going to be credible, you gotta live what you testify. If God's been good to you, you ought to act like God has been good to you. If God has delivered you, you ought to act like God has delivered you. The blind man said it in John chapter 9. He said, whether he be a sinner or no, I don't know. That's not for me to know. He said, but one thing I do know. When I was blind, he touched me and now I can see. I too can witness to the fact that I too was blind one day. But amazing grace saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. I was blind, but now I can see. But I know I'm not the only one up in here who has a story to tell. Wonder who gonna help me lift Jesus. We need a witness in the house today. Well, we lift Jesus in our word. We lift him in our witness. But lastly, we lift Jesus in our worship. Worship differs slightly from praise.
That's right. Amen.
For worship takes praise to the next level.
Oh, yeah.
Can I teach a moment? Can I teach just a moment? Praise is